Hey everyone, today I'm going to explain the movie Jurassic World, Rebirth. The lead role in this film is played by Scarlett Johansson. But before I begin the explanation, I just want to let you all know that I've already explained the first 2 episodes of Ironheart, so feel free to check those out too. Now, without wasting any more time, let's begin. The movie opens in a jungle where we see a lab right in the middle. This lab is used for dinosaur research. We're shown 2 people in hazmat suits preparing to enter an isolation room. From their conversation, it becomes clear they are going in to administer a dose of some medicine to someone inside. Right before entering, one of them eats a chocolate and carelessly throws the wrapper on the floor. When the doors try to close automatically, the wrapper gets sucked into the mechanism, shorting out the power supply and cutting off the electricity to the entire lab. Suddenly, chaos breaks out. Everyone rushes out of the isolation room, except one man who gets stuck inside. His partner tries to get him out, but just then a weird mutated creature appears and attacks him. The scene then cuts to a man stuck in traffic. Let's call him Martin. He steps out of his car to see a massive dinosaur lying unconscious on the road. When he gets back in the car, we meet Scarlett Johansson's character, whom we'll call Zora, sitting in the backseat. Through their conversation, we learn they had a planned meeting. Martin starts explaining a mission to her. His company is working on a drug that can cure all human heart diseases, but to make this medicine, they'll need the DNA of 3 specific dinosaurs from an island. Zora refuses at first, but when Martin offers a huge amount of money, she agrees. We realize Zora is someone who's driven by personal gain. The scene shifts to Dr. Henry, a kind-hearted scientist researching dinosaurs. Martin and Zora meet with him, and he explains the plan. They need the largest dinosaur species because their hearts are the strongest and most adaptable. The 3 dinosaurs they're targeting are: 1. Mosasaurus, lives in the ocean. 2. Titanosaurus, found in the jungle. 3. Quetzalcoatlus, flies in the sky. They must collect DNA from living dinosaurs because dead ones lose oxygen in their blood. Next, we're introduced to Duncan, Zora's old army partner. Martin asks him to join the island mission, but Duncan refuses, until Zora convinces him by pretending Martin increased the payment. It's a little funny because Zora had already told her team to reject the offer to drive up the price. Then we meet the rest of the team. Bobby, Zora's 3rd partner. Nina, team member 4. Leclerc, team member 5. Now the full team is ready. Dr. Henry briefs the team about the mission, and Martin explains the route to the island. They decide to collect Mosasaurus DNA first. Meanwhile, we're introduced to a family vacationing in the ocean. Let's call them Father, Sister 1, Sister 2, Sister 1's boyfriend. There's tension between the father and the boyfriend. Suddenly, Sister 1 spots something underwater. Mosasaurus attacks and flips their yacht. Everyone falls into the water, and the boyfriend gets trapped inside. He barely escapes after breaking a door, but the dinosaur chases him. He survives, for now. Back to the team. They're just 2 hours away from the Mosasaurus zone when they receive the family's distress signal on the radio. Martin wants to ignore it and finish the mission first, but Zora and Duncan insist on rescuing them. They save the family and attempt to extract the DNA. However, the Mosasaurus attacks again. Though they get the DNA, the dinosaur returns and snatches Bobby away. The family doesn't know the mission is illegal, so they try to send out a help signal. Martin argues with Sister 1, who falls into the water. Martin doesn't help her. Her boyfriend jumps in to save her, followed by the father and Sister 2. The rest of the team jumps in too. Duncan crashes with the boat on shore, and everyone else swims to the beach. Dr. Henry warns them that Mosasaurus can walk on land, so they must head into the jungle quickly. Suddenly, jurrasic is killed by the dinosaur. The survivors regroup in the jungle. Zora explains that if they don't return in 24 hours, a rescue team will come looking in the abandoned lab village on the island. The family reunites and decides to head toward the lab. Meanwhile, Martin finds a gun hidden in a corpse's hand and secretly keeps it. Next, the team sets out to find Titanosaurus DNA. This dinosaur is stunning and majestic. Dr. Henry gets emotional and hugs its legs. Zora starts warming up to him. They collect DNA successfully, switch to the family. Sister 2 adopts a baby dinosaur as a pet. That night, her boyfriend goes alone to the jungle to relieve himself. Raptors attack him, but just in time a flying dinosaur, probably Quetzalcoatlus, grabs the raptors, saving him. It's one of the scariest and best scenes in the film. Back to the team. They now go for the Quetzalcoatlus egg instead of a live one. Too risky. Zora and Henry head into the nest while Martin and Duncan manage ropes. They find a temple where the dinosaur has laid its eggs. While collecting the DNA, Zora starts questioning if this should really be given to a greedy corporation. Henry says they should give it to someone who can help everyone. Zora asks, "What's in it for me?" But we start seeing she's changing, becoming more empathetic. Suddenly, the dinosaur attacks. Henry tries to save the DNA, but his rope gets stuck, and he falls. He manages to get the DNA into a parachute box that flies away. Henry falls into the river. Leclerc is eaten alive. Now only Zora, Henry, Martin, and Duncan are left. The scene shifts to the family. Sister 1 finds a boat on the opposite side of the river, but right next to it, a T-Rex is sleeping. Nervously, she brings the boat closer and opens it. The noise wakes the T-Rex, but it doesn't notice them at first and starts drinking water peacefully. Just as the family sits in the boat, the dinosaur spots them and starts chasing. The T-Rex flips their boat, but they manage to save themselves by hiding behind the rocks. Meanwhile, the family reaches the abandoned lab. The team joins them, and Sister 1 angrily exposes Martin for lying. He pulls out the gun and takes the DNA bag. Suddenly, strange new mutated dinosaurs attack. Everyone runs into the shop for shelter. Sister 2 hides in a freezer, and her father distracts the creature, a tribute to the legendary kitchen scene from the first Jurassic Park. They escape through an underground drain. Duncan finds a map and learns that this underground tunnel leads to the sea where a boat is waiting. He hears helicopter sounds and sends Henry to signal them. Meanwhile, Zora and Martin fight. Martin steals a car and leaves Zora behind. Zora hides in the trees and sees the dinosaur enter the tunnel. She follows to save everyone. Henry lights a flare for the helicopter, but it turns out the helicopter is in the dinosaur's mouth. The creature destroys it. Eventually, everyone regroups in the tunnel and decides to take the boat. As they try to open a huge door, Sister 2 gets out and opens it, but a mutant dinosaur confronts her. Just then, Martin crashes his car into the dino's leg. The dino eats him. Zora grabs the bag from his body, and Duncan sacrifices himself with a flare to distract the dino. Zora takes everyone to the boat. They assume Duncan is dead, but then see his flare. He survived. In the final scene, they ride away peacefully. Sister 2 brings her baby dinosaur, and Zora asks Henry who they'll give the DNA to. Henry says, "That's your choice." Zora replies, "I will give it to everyone." They watch dolphins jumping in the water as the film ends with iconic music. My personal review. This movie is decent for a one-time watch, but it doesn't live up to the original Jurassic Park series. Because of too many side characters, the dinosaurs didn't get enough focus. Iconic creatures like T-Rex and raptors were sidelined. Instead of building on nostalgia, they tried to reinvent everything for Gen Z, which might work for new audiences, but old fans may struggle to connect. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And do check out my Ironheart episode explanations too. See you in the next video.